Warning, proceed with caution. The thoughts and views these individuals have or speak on are for entertainment only. The hosts of this podcast are from the streets and for the streets. Please consume responsibly. That hat looks nice.
Thank you. I just came in today. No, it's actually been chilling at the house for a while. I just opened it. Came out of the box today.
It's crispy and new.
Yeah, the tags
I love
are still...
the red. Is it usually red? No, huh?
No, it's just the logo.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the last logo... Did it have red?
No.
This one has red.
Mm-hmm.
Me gusta.
Because it has champions on it. I want to make sure it stands out. Here, in case you guys want
to admire it. I also like your tree, Vinny.
Thanks.
Christmas is tomorrow. Can they see it?
Yeah.
You can see the tree?
You can see the tree.
Merry Christmas! Oh. When someone says Christmas is tomorrow, do you technically think like we're talking about tomorrow, or do you understand that it's like practically here? Like, guys.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say Christmas is tomorrow as a reference to it's almost here.
No?
And coming from you, it's like, come on, Melissa. It's
coming
next
from
month.
The that says Halloween's tomorrow in April.
Yeah. I don't know where I got that from then. I thought it was like a normal like reference. Like,
no, Christmas tomorrow. That's what you say on Christmas Eve.
Really? No, you guys are.
I think I've always said like, oh, it's almost Christmas. Yeah. So it's right around the corner.
It's like tomorrow. Yeah. Like I feel like
or Santa's coming.
That's just Melissa being dramatic.
No, I feel like this reference is used a lot. You guys comment down below. I don't know, but it's like, oh, it's tomorrow. Like it's practically tomorrow. It's basically here. It's upon us.
Basically here, I've even heard, but I've never heard like, oh, it's tomorrow. It's like, oh, actually, it's still a month away.
But it gives you that sense of urgency. Like, hey, guys, ya mañana, güey. Ya mañana es Navidad. So, start saving up your money.
That still sounds weird.
What episode are we on? Sorry, I'm saying like this. I'm trying to have Vinny edit less.
It's going to get edited, so.
So, like, he's not going to come out?
He'll come out. He'll just be whatever background yours is.
Snowflake, please.
There's only one rule to this. Don't wear green. That's all you got to do.
And we're red. Entirely. What episode is this?
51. 51.
Welcome 51. Back. Episode number 51, Calle Podcast.
And it's been 2 weeks. A lot has happened in 2 weeks.
There's so much to catch up on.
The amount of ups and downs in the past 2 weeks is insane.
You know when you finally see a friend and they're like, how are you? And you're just like, I'm good. But you know, it's just a lot that you're just like, ni pa que te cuento. And
but here's my thing. Everything, no matter what's happened, the Dodgers won the World Series.
Yes.
Anxiety gone. I honestly spend at least once a day on Twitter rewatching the Freeman Grand Slam or that fifth inning that Yankees fucked up. That's all I do every day. Something bad happens and then I go on Twitter and somebody out there posts, hey, since today went bad or since we didn't get the outcome we wanted, here's Freddie Freeman's Grand Slam.
It was trending this weekend, the clip, because of the Tyson and the
Jake Paul.
The Jake Paul fight. And people were like, that was boring. Here's a clip of Freddie Freeman's Grand Slam. So, that's the solution to everything. I just crashed my car. Here's a clip of the Freddie Freeman's.
Speaking of crashes, here's Yankees crash out. Fifth inning.
That sucks. I know I saw was it the Latin Grammys, and I saw Faith and Karol G, and he was wearing a Yankees hat, and I was like, why would you wear him to the Grammys? They lost.
They lost.
Read the room.
I mean, they were in Miami, but still, they lost.
How long can we use that excuse?
What?
Like, is it going to be March next year? I'm like, well, at least the Dodgers are World Series champions. They're right, because they're champions until they're not again.
Until spring training starts.
Okay.
Or maybe game one. You can milk it to game one, but once spring training starts, it's like, all right, let's get back into this.
That's when really guys start worried about our problems in life.
Get healthy again.
I would say it until the next champion, until they don't make let's say they don't make the play, whoever. Until then, until someone else gets that trophy, we won.
Well, yes and no. Yes, you could say, okay, they're world champions to the next one. But realistically, I mean, you got to stress out the whole season. For us real fans that.
You want to stress out.
Yeah. Want to go to Arizona and actually watch them warm up.
Spring training is awesome.
Arizona and sun sound good right now. It's been fucking cold.
Oh, it's been amazing. I love it.
I even think my nose is ready right now. It's so cold in here. This is how you live?
Listen, it feels great.
I mean, I have a little heater in my room sometimes, and then, I have a blanket and stuff, but
no,
it's the morning.
I can't deal with this cold. My house right now, the temperature's at like 74.
Golly.
It's like that in the summer too, though. That's the fucked up part.
I honestly think I had a ABC this morning, shameless plug from the organic juice dude, because Juju just mentioned it's her low iron levels. It really is. Like, I am so cold. It's not even cool, like how cold I am. Shout out to everybody who has like frozen feet.
And it's tough. Like, I have to work with her. So like, and I run warm. I love cold 24/7, 365. I love it when it's cold. I just throw on a light jacket and I'm good. So like when we get to the studio, I go straight to the thermostat. I'm like, low.
It's disgusting how cold it is in that studio. We keep it at his temperature because he's the one who works.
I'll die. I'm like, dude.
Like a fish.
Hey, it is stupid cold though.
I don't get anxiety.
Isn't it ridiculously cold?
In the fucking summer when we had the heat wave, people are looking at me weird because I'm leaving with the sweater.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know how cold I'm going to be.
Yeah, yes. I have to leave the studio. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, if it's summer, if it's spring. I leave the house with a jacket or a studio or a vest. A fucking bufanda or a beanie. Because that studio is kept so cold, it's not even cool.
Because we have a lot of equipment. You don't want it to overheat.
No, in the DJ room,
I am the equipment.
At the DJ room, we can't even control it. So whatever they give us is what they give us. And
there was a cool, month where you guys just had that shit like at 80 degrees.
It was whack.
The AC broke in the studio.
It didn't break. Somebody had changed the temperature on us and they couldn't change it back.
Guys, the studio, para que se imaginen, if you have not seen, there's a DJ booth. So there's the big studio where we all work in. And then there's the DJ booth, what happens to be, ponle que así. It's really small. It's not that big. Entonces, máximo cabe Vinny y yo or Santa Rosa, and there's no way that 3 people can fit. It's
no, 3 people fit, but you have to
make out,
rub knees
attached to each other. But anyway, so they were complaining for a good week and a half. Man, it's so hot in there. And I would pass by and the door was open, and I'm like, pinches morros exagerados, no manches. And then one day I walked in. I don't know what I walked in for, and I was like, oh my god, it's so hot in here. What is happening? It was like 80 degrees.
It was terrible. And I remember Santa Rosa had called off once, so I had to be there the whole day, and I was pissed because I remember I sat there, I did my thing, and then I was like, you know what, if I sit in here long enough, my body's gonna get used to the warmth. And now I ended up sweating my ass off the whole time. Also,
DJ Vinnie Mac, he DJ sitting down.
I do DJ sitting down,
which is a talent.
Yeah, sitting down, one turntable, no headphones, raw dog the airwaves. I was like, I don't know how you DJ with, because so when you hear it in the DJ booth, you could hear it everything out of your headphones, which is like slightly faster than what's on air, or you could just hear whatever's directly on air. And I do whatever directly is on air. Like I play the speakers loud as shit, and then there we go. I only use my headphones for times like this.
There he is. Because it's like muscle memory, right? You know the beats. You know what you're
I've
doing,
heard the song so many times. I know when it's gonna cut and cut out.
Yeah.
Hello?
Are they still painting out there?
We
took 2 weeks off.
What?
We could hear hammering outside. I was like, are they still painting?
I probably.
Damn.
They're finding new.
I'm gonna get that job, dog.
They're finding new things.
A house a month.
And it was funny because sometimes I keep my window open, and I hear them bickering at each other about like how to do the job right, and it's.
Vinny pulls out, just fucking paint it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
No, and then my uncle said that he heard them complaining. I guess they had painted the whole shit and they forgot to like wash it down first. So
paint things. They forgot.
Yeah.
To wash it. Oh no, we gotta paint this house again. Log in overtime.
They like painted over cobwebs and shit.
Dang.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple videos like that, like on TikTok or Instagram, you know, where it says like somebody really doesn't get paid enough, where they make the whole line and instead of moving the brick, they just went like around the brick or just shit like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
Those are the painters. Like, how are you painting and not see the fucking spider? Like, just fucking move it. Just paint over it.
You tell them, Melissa. You tell them. Let them know.
It's just painting.
Just do it.
But yeah, last 2 weeks have been crazy.
Yeah.
I did want to ask though, you guys, because I remember I had asked you guys, how was the Grupo Firme concert? I think that's where everything kind of stems from. And just FYI, so we haven't been here for the past 2 weeks. The first week was because Melissa got really, really sick. Her usual November hit.
What? Melissa gets sick?
In November. And that's what I was doing. I did some research. I went back and I realized that every November, sin falta, I fall for a week.
But luckily, because I remember last year you didn't have Thanksgiving.
And the year before that, I also didn't have Thanksgiving. Yeah. So luckily, it happened at the beginning of November.
Yeah, but just don't.
So far.
Yeah. Don't count your chickens. Don't count your chickens. No,
don't get confident. You're getting You're getting too cocky, bro.
Yeah, I've seen you get sick, and then like a week or two later, it happens all over again. So
I know.
You know, don't get your hopes up.
You got 2 weeks, kid.
And then, so then she got sick, and then that following weekend, I got sick, and it carried over into Tuesday, and you know, so we just
decided to just take a 2 week.
Take a 2 week off. And you know what? Granted, you know, between the politics and just all these big events going on in the past weeks, I think it's a good time. It was a good time to not record.
Yeah, because we wanted to be accurate a little bit. Like sometimes, because obviously you record one day and then you edit the next day and then we post. And with the elections and stuff like that, like we wanted to go through the notions also, at least myself. Like I saw a lot of people like just posting and, you know, you say obviously who you want to win and you say your feelings. We would have recorded
and be like, congratulations to Kamala Harris becoming the first female president. And then Wednesday would have came around, we're like, damn.
So we just wanted, to be as accurate as possible, but also like allow us and everyone else to like mourn and shit. It was hard for me. I tell you what, little enchilada, it was hard for me. Not because yo sé perder, güey. Yo sé perder. And I was like, okay, like this is what the country decided. And so we're going to move forward. What I think the hardest part for me was to see all the Trump people who voted for Trump be so bold after, because I feel like even before they were kind of like holding back a little bit in a sense. And then after when he won, it was just like, oh, this is why I voted. This is why. And then a lot of, surprisingly, some family members voted for him. And I was just like, so it took me a little bit to just be like, you know what? I love my family member and I'm just going to leave it at that. So that was hard because a lot of people decided to be like, you're fucking ignorant and fight with family members. And then there's people who are like, oh, I'm not going to let politics get in between us. And then so it was hard to choose a side. Like, are you going to let it or are you not?
Yeah.
Are you going to say something? Are you not? Are you going to? And so that was hard for me. Like,
it's just tough. I'm going to take it as a case by case, like, I don't know what word I'm looking for. Like, just take it case by case. Like, every individual who comes at me is gonna get treated differently.
Accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I'm not. Again, we've had shitty presidents before. There's a U.S. history of shitty presidents, so that doesn't scare me. But this one, it's the people that get emboldened, the people that make it their persona. Like, this is my personality, Trump. Like, you have your MAGA hat and the Trump flag and this and that, and like that. Those people, like. Listen, like, it's just crazy because I've seen it get dangerous. It hit close to home. The last time he was president, we had a friend who I'm not going to say live, but we had a friend who got jumped by Trump supporters. Really? Because it was right around before the pandemic. So it was a lot of Asian hate out there. And he was Asian. He got jumped at a Target right there in Burbank.
He's not Asian anymore?
No. He switched. He switched.
You said he was Asian. Después de que pasó eso, he said he's Mexican now.
So that was going to make light of the situation.
Who's calling early? Who's calling us so early at 10:20?
Scam likely. This is why I keep my thing on Do Not Disturb.
Hey, do you answer? I feel like maybe this is a theory. Like when you answer scam likely, they'll call you more, right?
I don't know. I just Do not disturb.
I don't think I can't remember the last time I answered a scam likely.
But they called twice. That's crazy.
My
It's not a
cousin called
scam,
me 6
It said
times.
scam likely though.
I haven't talked to my cousin in forever. She's like, on my dad's side. She called me 6 times last week. And I was like,
You didn't answer?
no, because I was busy in a meeting. And I didn't answer. And I was like, that's weird. Why is she calling me? And she called me 6 times. So eventually I sent her a message and I was like, hey, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? I wouldn't be her emergency contact either. So I was just like, this is weird. And she was just like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I just realized I called the wrong Melissa. So she was blowing up another Melissa. But then I thought, well, that's fucked up. She called me 6 times and not once did I say, oh, excuse me, let me go answer. I was just like, that's weird.
Dang. I think if I get called back to back, I'll answer the second time. First time, I'm like, it was important to call back again. And I think my dad's the only one that does that. He'll call back like right after.
I have to call Vinny 3 times, literalmente 3 times if I want to just talk to him once.
Hey, where did you leave this?
You gotta really want to talk to me. You
gotta earn it
on the phone.
God damn.
No, it's when I'm home. I put my phone in charge and I don't even look at it.
What do you do?
I edit. I work on music. I play video games. I'm doing something. I'm not just sitting there and...
Hurry up, answer. I need to...
And it's usually for something that, like, I've already told you, so...
I've already told you. No, we were just on the phone, and I called you, and then it was like, oh, yeah. Oh, no, you said good morning. I guess you fell asleep.
Oh, I took a nap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I took a nap.
Whatever.
naps.
The Grupo Firme concert, guys. I think Juju went to the Grupo Firme concert. Remember, he said that if it was Game 7, he was not going, but he made it. Woo!
Hey, thank you, Dodgers, for winning in 5 games.
Hey, by the way, Dodgers won perfect timing. Right before Halloween.
Yep.
So you don't have to be spending
out.
Halloween stressed out,
Yep.
you know, and then we had a great weekend. That Friday was parade. But anyway.
But I think we went to 2 different concerts.
Yeah, I had a great, amazing time with my family. We got the finesse, you know, the good old Juju big guy treatment. Got our own little platform to ourselves. And had a great time. We were drinking, we were singing. My brother got absolutely shit-faced. Which sucks because with us siblings, we're really big. So if one of us gets shit-faced, the other one can't get shit-faced because we got to take care of the other one. Mm-hmm. So, like, I saw him getting drunk. And I wasn't going to drink like that anyways. But then, like, I had a couple beers. I was like, oh, you know, I'm feeling good. Let me catch a little buzz. And then I saw him. I was like, fuck.
Never mind.
Let me get a water.
I actually saw Juju's sister in the restroom, and I didn't say hi to her.
Hear that, Carla? She watches the show, by the way.
Hi, Carla. I just wasn't feeling good. And I, like, saw her, and I was like, you know when you see someone, I hadn't seen her in a minute, and you see someone, I would probably hug her. Hi, how are you? I didn't want to do that. Literally, I was not feeling good. I was shaking. Like, I felt like I had fever. And I was like, if I see her, I'm going to be like, oh, hi. We're probably going to hug. She has a baby at home. I'm just not even going to approach her. But I saw her, and I was like, never not look at me. Don't look at me, Carla. Don't look. And I saw her shoes. She was wearing glasses.
Yeah.
I saw her, and I was like, get over back. And I did run into a couple fans in the restroom. I'm sorry.
No, they're
that
sick.
we hugged. I'm sorry we hugged. But I wasn't looking at anyone. I was like looking down. I was just like, and you know, they approached me.
So,
what am I going to say?
Were you feeling sick on the way there?
No. So it was crazy. So my best friend got there. I got us tickets and I invited my best friend.
Which one?
One of my best friends.
All right.
And it was her birthday. So we decided that we were going to go. We got there. She had a whole outfit planned out, and I pulled out some lingerie, and I was like, let's wear lingerie. So she wore a lingerie top. I wore a lingerie top. I walked out of the house, and my husband, which now I know what happened, my husband me hizo ojo. So my husband looks at me, and he bought that lingerie piece for me for Valentine's Day. And he looks at me, he goes, you're going to wear that? And I said, yeah. Why? You got something to say, bruh? And he's just like, you know, you look nice. All right. Because if you want to say something, just say it, you know? And he's just like, no, you look good. And I put on a jacket and I snuck out so Isaac, my older boy, wouldn't see me because he would definitely have something to say about the way I walked out. We walk out. We finally make it to the venue, which fucking was shit.
Yeah.
Traffic was disgusting. Parking was ridiculous. Anyway, we finally get to the venue. I take off my sweater and I probably lasted a good 3-4 songs. And then my back started to hurt and I started to get like shaky. And she went to go get us, we went to go get a drink. I hadn't drank in like what, three months, I said? I had a little bit of just Trulies and then I started to sweat and get like just hot.
Turn into a werewolf.
It started to happen. I don't know what happened. I just started to shake. Y me puse bien mal and I couldn't enjoy the concert. And so maybe halfway through the concert, I told my best friend, I don't think I'm going to, like, we have to go. And she's just like, okay. So she probably had a drink. I had like this much of a drink. And then we left. As soon as I got into the car, she turned on the heater. And then I was just like in and out of sleep. It was that bad. So I didn't get to enjoy the concert. I went home. Got home, took a hot shower.
How were the 3 or 4 songs?
I couldn't even...
They were great. I don't know what songs you're talking about. The whole show was good, man. We got like they put on a great show. The only thing I don't like is obviously we're here in the U.S. It's L.A. Super strict noise ordinances. So they had a hard out at 11, and they like they try to rush through some songs. That's just like. Because I saw them once before at Baja Beach Fest in Rosarito. And in Mexico, they don't have rules like that. So they literally played from midnight to about like 4 or 5 in the morning. And that you're just like partying. They're singing everything. They're just drinking and having a great time. And this one is like, all right, we gotta go. It's like, oh shit. Like, damn, they're really leaving. Like, no encore, huh?
Yeah, they were even singing at some point. Like there was a car.
Oh yeah, in the back.
Like in the back, I was like, I couldn't even turn around to look at. There was no way that I was gonna. It was awful. And then yeah, I woke up. I went home. I went to sleep. I woke up the next day with a blister in my lip, like a fever blister. Eyes. I got pink eye. It was just a fucking desmadre, you guys. What? I got pink eye.
Like it wasn't because you wore lingerie, fan. There was something like, come on, like.
But I know, I'm just saying my husband me so ojo. And then the next day, right, I'm in bed. My husband brings me a juice and he looks at me. He goes, that's what you get for wearing lingerie. Literally, I was in the gut. I was like, fever, everything. Gives me a juice. I just open my eye and he goes, that's what you get for wearing lingerie. I was like, son of a... I can't believe you. Like, what? And he's just like, you wanted to walk out half naked. Like, you're not a married woman. That's what you get. Desgraciado.
So he does get jealous.
Dang.
But he doesn't say anything. He's just like, okay, that's what you wanted to do.
Until you're weak and you can't fight back.
And I only opened one eye because the other one was pink eye. Just kidding. But yeah, I got really sick for like, and then I got better. So that was Saturday. I was in bed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. On Tuesday, I was like, okay, I'm better. I'm ready to go to work. Wednesday, back again. Like, it hit me again, and that was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, it was a whole week, guys, de estar enferma.
Nice.
Y ya de lo demás, ya ni me acuerdo, güey. Yeah, everything else is a fucking blur. I was just sick. I was fighting for my life, and I lost 5 pounds.
Hey, 5 pounds you wanted to lose.
So 5 pounds I wanted
Once
to
again,
lose.
Melissa's manifestations coming true in the worst possible way.
I did. I said I just have 5 more pounds to lose. And then the day I woke up, I think it was like Friday, I got out of bed. I stood on the scale and I was like, oh, I'm 136. I've been wanting to be 135 forever. And so here we are at 137 now.
Glad you hit your goal. How are you feeling, bud? You got sick the very week after. Is this... hers is just a coincidence.
No, you didn't see me. That wasn't me.
No, I didn't see her at all.
Well, you guys always blame me for everything.
I don't think I saw her for like 2 weeks.
I was well, the day she said, "Oh, I'm coming back," I was like, "The hell you are? You better stay your ass home, or I'm not going to be there." So glad you did that. What's wrong with you, fam?
Even your snacks are green.
Hold on, just let her.
Sounds disgusting.
Is that your jaw?
No, it's
You hear that, right? Like, it sounds like your jaw's popping.
Oh, it does. I have like my jaw cracks, and I was supposed to get surgery, but the dentist said that if I do it, it might end up worse. And it locks too, like a fucking pit bull. It locks. I usually never buy candy, but I went to. Did you hear that? I went to my kids' band. They won state champion band. I don't know, from the state, from their division. And I went into the liquor store and I got myself sour Skittles, a bag of Flaming Hot Fritos, ice cream, the Snickers ice cream.
Those 5 pounds are about to be found again, baby.
And a bag of those cookies. Do you know the smooch cookie? Smunch? The Mexican cookies with the little like jelly in the middle. They're like sponge.
The Knots cookies?
No, they're like it's a little square and then it has 4 marshmallows.
Oh yeah.
Pink and white, and then in the middle they have like jelly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Sponge.
I don't know if that's what they're called.
Anyway, I went to the liquor store, got a whole bunch.
And
of
outdid
candy.
yourself?
And now I'm like, I can't wait to eat it.
Cool. But back to me.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No,
sorry, I shoved my candy in my mouth.
Are you done chewing and everything?
This is what happens when you take 2 weeks off, ladies and gentlemen.
Go.
No, honestly,
Oh, you were saying how I didn't get you sick.
no, I didn't see you for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Right? I think it's like for 2 weeks I didn't see you.
So you got sick on your own. No, say it. Say it.
So I don't know how I got sick. Melissa must have manifested something. Another curse, her usual curses.
Say how I had nothing to do with you.
Mad that I was enjoying my life. No, it was weird. I went out a couple days. I remember Friday. This was not this past Friday, the Friday before. I had went out for a friend's birthday and I was there for maybe like an hour and a half tops. But in the hour and a half, I went out, I had one drink, I started eating tacos, I was chilling, and then out of nowhere, I get that little weird headache where I'm like, shit, here we go.
It's because we went out? Like, how did it hit us when we're out?
I haven't been sick in a long time. So, and it was probably too because I just, I spent so much time out the whole week before. I get a little careless when I start drinking and stuff, and I'm probably touching stuff with my hands and, germ stuff. But thankfully, my immune system works great-ish. I woke up Saturday really sick, but by Saturday night, it was kind of going away already.
Nice.
And then Sunday, I felt normal-ish, but I still had a little weird headache. I had a crazy runny nose. And then me knowing Melissa had just came back, I'm like, I don't want to risk getting her sick or anyone else sick. So Monday I'll call off. And then Monday came around and it was completely kind of gone. And then, but Monday night hit and it just hit me like one last time. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm going to take Tuesday off. And then Tuesday came and that whole day was just like, I remember I took a Dayquil in the morning. And by the time it wore off, felt like my sickness kind of went away. I don't really know, but that was really it. But it was just
a lot
weird.
of people were getting sick. Like it's definitely something went around. Juju hasn't got sick.
I'm
though.
here dodging that shit like the Matrix. No, as soon as someone gets sick, as soon as even someone mentions that they're feeling sick, I go straight to the medicine cabinet and I take everything. I take like vitamin C, vitamin D, B12. It has nothing to do with your immune system. I'm still taking it. Like I take the emergency, the little packages, everything. I will pop in some Dayquil too.
Has anyone been sick at home?
Yeah, they've all been sick, and I'm just fucking like.
Yeah, but I feel too that I have an uncle who comes visit at least once a day or maybe a few times a week, and he comes with like my little cousin Aaliyah, who's a child, and they get sick a lot. Yeah. Kids just get sick.
Yeah,
and I don't think they tell everyone, so sometimes they kind of like rubbing snot, grabbing stuff. Like I try to do my best to like make sure everything's like desanitized and stuff, but sometimes I forget.
No, and the kids are like they go to school. The pink eye, we got it from school. Like one of my kids came back home with pink eye and I was like, wait, how long has your eye been like that? Does it hurt? Does it? And he's like, rubbing it? Great. Took him to the doctor. He has severe pink eye. I'm like, great. So then they gave him medicine. Next morning, guess who woke up with pink eye? Me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one. And then so it's just like.
Are y'all just farting on each other's pillows, or?
I thought he brought it from school.
Want to wear lingerie?
There's the answer. No, I thought he brought it from school. Why? Where did this whole like farting from a pillow comes from pink eye?
Poop particles.
Poop particles is how you get it.
So you get it. It's feces. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like something like, say, and like not, it's not like your son's at home like picking nose. Like say he's like he fell or someone else like, you know, like it's just poop particles and you rub
Or clean dog poop.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't wash right.
So it has to be. There's no other
It's
way.
with fecal matter.
Yeah.
That's how
That's
it's
how it spreads.
That's how it spreads.
I'm not
That's
a
what
doctor.
like if you have the, I think it's like if you have the pink eye that where like it's blisters, that's something else. But like if you just have like the pink eye, yeah, it's poop.
That's like a known, kind of a known thing.
Really?
They even
That's
make
weird.
fun of it in movies where they're like, "Oh, I got pink eye. Somebody farted in my pillow."
I heard that, but I really didn't know like how it started. When I was younger, they said that it was like one person. One person had it. They grabbed a pencil in class, and then it's like so easily spread.
No, so they got
but
it like
how
that.
does it start? I guess I've never tried to figure out, and it's
Poop,
particles.
nasty.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So yeah, so like it could have been easy to like say like they're playing soccer and the ball just rolls over some poo that no one picked up, and like you got the ball and you're like, oh yeah, and then you're just like, oh man,
Don't tell me that.
And that's why I said also you're not supposed to like rub your eyes at all, which I am getting better at because I wear contacts and you can't rub your eyes. So like I've been getting really good at either using like a clean cloth to like rub your eyes because you're not supposed to. Yeah, like even now like we were outside, we grabbed like.
The handle,
and, like,
yeah.
You know.
What
But
do you do when someone doesn't wash their hands? Like I've encountered a couple people at work who like don't wash.
At work,
Crazy how many people at work
Yeah.
don't wash their hands.
No, it's crazy how many people don't. I'm actually I take that back. Re-edit that because I don't want to say at work, but I have the other day I was
No,
at
it's
the
at
gym.
work.
No,
People
fuck
are-
that. PP people, wash your hands.
Yeah.
I was at the gym recently and some lady came out of the restroom stall and when I get out of the sauna, I like to like mess with my face because your pores are open. You know, you can like really get in there. And I'm standing there picking at my face. I saw her with my two big brown beautiful eyes walk into the stall, pee, and walk out of the stall. And she didn't wash her hands. And I'm like, holy damn, she's gonna go work
Disgusting.
out. She's gonna go open the door and go home. But this lady didn't wash her hands.
That's why they tell you to wipe everything down whenever you can. It's more to protect you than protect other people, really.
Yeah. So do you wipe down at the gym before working out or after working out?
After.
Both.
Well, it depends too. Like if it looks clean, then I'm gonna use it and then I'll wipe it down. But if I see some sweat marks or something,
Uno
I'm
nunca
wiping
sabe.
it.
I always do that. Like, at least I'm not like wiping the like the main parts. Like right now, I'm gonna grab like let me just wipe this down real quick. No pasa nada.
Yeah.
And then after too, because when I do go to the gym, it starts happening in a while, but like I sweat, so like I'll clean it down. Ugh.
Do you call people out? Imagine, hey, you're not gonna wash your hands.
You know what's funny is the people at work who don't wash their hands. They only do it when they think that no one's watching.
Yeah.
Or like, and it's funny because like it's not like I'm looking under the stall to see who it is, but like they're talking. You hear their voice, like, oh, I know that voice. I know who you are.
Yeah.
And like
You
they'll
don't
just
hear
walk
the-
out. Yeah, you don't hear like nothing. They just walk out. But then like you'll have other circumstances where you're there and you're just being so like nothing. There's nothing to see that they can't see you, whatever. And like they wash their hands. And it's like, you dirty son of a gun. I know you don't do that. I know you only do it because I'm watching you right now.
Do you wash your hands at night when you pee? Like, do you wake up in the middle of the night?
1,000%. After every time I use the restroom, I'm washing my hands.
Even if it's like 2, 3 in the morning?
Yeah, I have this
Yes.
thing where I wash my hands a lot. Actually,
Wait,
That's why
why?
they're so dry? You don't wash your
Why-
hands.
If I wake up in the middle of the night to pee, I'm going to go pee and then I'm going to just jump right into bed. I'm not going to wash my hands.
That's fucking nasty. That's why you got pink eye.
Like, I don't know.
Oh, that's just all over your covers. nasty.
Do you know what else is all over my covers? Come on. I'm a married woman. Por favor.
Oh, so nothing.
Nothing, actually. It's
clean.
been... No.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
So since you're not sick anymore,
Yes.
and you're finally back to normal, have you started preparing for Christmas? Like, can you focus already?
No. I just keep this tree up all the time.
When did you put it up?
Nah, my uncle put it up a couple days ago.
That's
No,
cute.
he was cleaning the upstairs, and he found this in the closet to my grandma's, and this was her go-to Christmas tree. So here we are. We just
Star
put it.
Wars.
We put it up just to see like what the vibes are, because we saw it was small, obviously, and as you can see, we don't have a lot of space for a whole Christmas tree, or if we do, then we can't really like maneuver a lot. So yeah, and then plus we like to be festive. We like to keep this house as festive as possible when it comes to the holidays. Yeah.
It looks nice. It's all Star Wars vibes, huh?
Yeah, I think it was just a quick, fixer upper. He's like, I wanted to see how it looked.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, cool. So last night when I was setting up the whole studio thing to be set up, I decided, you know what, let me put this next to me just to give it some life.
It looks good. I like it. When do you guys put up your Christmas tree, Tuju? Do you guys put up a Christmas tree?
We didn't, but we did last year because of the baby. We're start doing it again. Like for the longest, we'll just put up some lights outside, and we didn't really do the tree. But now, since obviously the baby was born, we have one. We could probably get it. They're not even on sale yet. I haven't seen them be put up yet.
I actually heard that they're not going to be on sale. They're going to be like more expensive this year.
Oh no, I meant like on sale. Like they're not selling. I haven't seen any like.
I've seen a bunch of them at Home Depot, at Costco.
But
do you guys buy
real
real
ones?
ones
No,
or
we buy
fake
real
ones?
ones.
Okay.
Yeah, we do it for the real.
Yeah,
Why?
Huh?
It's bad for the environment.
I'm excited for the real ones. Except mine dies like quickly
plastic.
because of the heater. So it dies. By Christmas, it's like...
Do you put the treatment on it and everything? Like
Yeah,
water in it?
pero because it's so hot in the house, no aguanta el
You gotta
arbolito.
spritz it.
Change your temperature at a decent...
Come on now.
Sweater on.
See, this is why I keep my house the way it is, to humble you.
Cold in here.
Hot in the summer, cold in the winter, baby.
Yeah.
My feet are
Figure it out.
freezing. I went to one of, I'm telling you, Isaac's event. I was looking up snow boots as I was sitting out there, like on my phone, because it was so cold. My toes were frozen. I was like, how can people, why are people out and about? It's
We're in
so cold.
SoCal. What
What was the temperature this week? 50, 49 degrees?
Oh, you might be a little colder though, because I think you guys are both closer to the mountains, I guess.
I was in Eastville.
Oh yeah, I was in Riverside. I was freezing on Saturday. I was like, oh shit.
It was cold, and the moon
Still didn't put a jacket on.
was mooning.
Yeah.
That was the wedding.
It was cool. It was funny because it was a black family, white family, but they all got down with the Spanish music. Like it was crazy because like she had put in the list like, oh, play country music. Oh, okay, cool. We played it and like the dance floor cleared out. We're like, what the fuck? But we realized they wanted like the slow, lovey-dovey country music, not the party. So we did a couple like this. I think this is the most we've ever played slow songs at a wedding. Like we did like maybe like I want to say like 8 in a row, and people were like the whole dance floor was packed. And then like it was cool on and off. And then we put what's it called? El mambo toro. Because there was the bridesmaids were doing and we're like, oh, hey, throw a song on for them, and they threw on, and like everyone started dancing. And we're like, oh shit. That's crazy.
That's what she meant with country.
Yeah, I was like, what country do you want?
She
Like,
meant Mexican country.
no, I was like, damn, but yeah, it was funny. It was great wedding, great vibes. Congratulations to the couple. I forgot their names already. McLucas. I don't know their first names. Zaire and Ashley, I think. I don't know. The McLucas, congratulations. But it was great. And it was in Riverside by Mount Rubidoux. Like this dope little area. It was cool. I liked it. And the moon was crazy that night.
She looked beautiful. What'd you eat?
Tacos. They were cool.
Can we go eat after this?
I mean, I
place?
have to
Man,
work.
we gotta go to work.
You guys.
We just
You could
hired,
bring us food.
Nah.
we just hired 2 new people, and they're at 11 o'clock, we're hiring him in. And Brian's like, where are you at? I was like, recording.
Shooting a podcast.
Nice.
Be right there. Yeah.
But also, I did want to talk about, how was your Dodger World Championship celebration experience? Because we did have two separate celebrations. I went to the parade, and he went to the Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. I thought, like...
No, not the one
when they
after.
clinched it. When they clinched it, it was just like... I was at work with, like, don't get me wrong, it was cool people around me, but I was just like, man, I want to be with my family, my dad, who like taught me the love of the game, and here I am, like
I don't want to flex, but being with my family was amazing, especially since we all like really watched the whole season, so it was cool. I remember too on my drive, I was telling Juju that on my drive leaving work, we were losing 5-0, and I was pissed, and it was like an hour and a half to get to Pico Rivera. And I was close to my house, and I remember telling myself, like, you know what? I'll skip this out, and I'll just go Friday when they win Game 5. And then the whole Yankees fuck up, the fifth inning, was happening as I'm in traffic because I'm watching on my phone, and it's like hanging or whatever. And I was like, oh shit, no, I have to go to fucking Pico Rivera now that they caught up, and I went there, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
it was cool being around everyone stressed out together, kind of knowing like, okay, we came back. There's no way we lose this game.
Yeah. And I was just like, man, like, yeah, and it's like it wasn't like the passionate fans that you're used to. You know, like even if I was like watching it with you, like at least I know we're like, hey, we've been through this, we're ready for it. But no, it was cool. I was like celebrating, hugging random people. Like, I was like, oh shit, who are you?
I mean, they're at an event. They clearly don't care that much.
Yeah.
But Friday was surreal. Like being there in the stadium, tickets were crazy to get, and my dad, luckily, he's a season ticket holder, so he called his ticket agent. He's like, "Hey, I need tickets. How many you need? 8. Cool, Juju, just get 2 more." And I was able to get some when a lot of people weren't, which also is weird because like the whole top deck was empty, and the whole, if you know what I'm saying, the reserve levels, like the far ends of it, empty. I was like, man, yeah, I could have released so much more tickets.
That's crazy. No, like me and my entire family, we didn't know what we were gonna do till the whole ticket thing went through.
Yeah.
So we're like, if we're all able to get tickets, we're going to the stadium. If none of us can get tickets, then fuck it, we're going to the parade. But we're going to do something.
Yeah.
Because I know even like my uncle, the day they won on Wednesday, he booked this flight for Friday morning to be here just for whatever is going to go down.
That's dope.
Like he left, him and his best friend, they both left 5 a.m. from Oakland to come here because they're going to do something.
Yeah.
And we weren't able to get tickets, but, you know, we hit the
parade.
parade.
Looked lit. Like, I don't think I would have enjoyed it because there was so many people. I think they said there was like 250,000 people.
The amount of people, I've never seen that many people in one place in my life.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Thank God I live where I live. Like my parents and everyone were able to meet here. And then my dad drove and found parking. He like wanted to be extra. I had to submit some mixes and stuff for the weekend. I still did work. And then I Ubered to like Grand Central Market, which is like a 6-minute Uber. And I walked up the hill and it was like a good like 5-10 minute walk and shitload of people. It was like waves and seas of people, but it was so dope to see the entire city out. My grandpa was there with some of my cousins, and then we saw like old childhood friends, and it was just crazy.
That's dope.
But what helped though was that the energy was up. Like everyone was in high spirits. There were vendors everywhere. Everyone was, wearing Dodger blue. Everyone's doing their little Dodger chants. Everyone's like doing random chants, fuck the Padres, fuck the Yankees, Freddie Freeman. Everyone's saying, let's go Dodgers, doing a clap. Like it was just, and all that just to see, for a couple minutes, just to see the whole team pass by. But
the team todos pedos all.
Yeah.
But
oh my God.
But their energy too helped so much.
They deserve
Dave
it.
Roberts looks so relieved just from just carrying up the trophy and stuff. And I don't think I don't think anyone realized how many Dodger fans there are willing to come out on a Friday afternoon.
It was crazy.
To go see it. And I'm sure you guys you saw the videos, right?
What, like 30 years in the making, man?
Yeah, no, and even talking to some of my uncles who were just like, man, yeah, I was like 16 the last time it happened, and it's like
I've been meaning to find.
And I'm
I
like,
think
oh
there's
shit.
a picture somewhere like for my dad in '88 with me, my brother, like somewhere, and like, but it's funny because you look at that picture and you're like, it does not look like it looked like today. Like even that parade like didn't look packed. Like I was like, holy crap. I was like, yeah, I felt a little highbrow actually. You know, I was like, oh, you didn't get tickets? Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
we were like, we're gonna go to the stadium or whatever, and then like we couldn't get tickets. We're like, fuck, we're gonna go with the real fans. All the real ones are at the parade.
Yeah, that's
all
funny.
hating. No, but how was the stadium though? It looked amazing.
It was just crazy. Like it was like not packed, but still sounded as loud as a sold out game. Like it was just, and even like no one cared about the heat. No one cared about nothing. Like we were like directly in the sun, and you just don't feel it because like the adrenaline is pumping, the music's going, and then like the celebration. I was comparing it to like how like when your drunk uncle gets hold of a mic at a wedding or something like that. That's what it felt like. People were just cussing. Dave Roberts twerking on Ice Cube. Saw that live. Like it was just like, wait, did it like we're like, and because like, you see it and you're like, it took like a minute to process. Like, was he just twerking on Ice Cube? Like, and it was just like Walker Buehler just cussing up a storm. People, it was just funny. It was like, and then you just see like all like the wives like. There's a video now, but like you see the wives, they were pounding.
Yeah, the wives are popping right now on TikTok.
They were pounding, and we saw it live. We're like, yo, she has a bottle with her, and you just see them like that. And there's a video on TikTok where it shows them taking shots, and it shows them taking like one or two. No, like from when they got there to the whole thing was over, you just kept seeing like that, and another bottle come out, and they were just like, crazy.
They were pounding on the floats when they were going through the parade,
as they should.
And then all the girls were in love with Kike Hernandez and Banda.
Yeah,
got their shirts.
You know who Banda is now, or
no? I don't know. No, I don't know. Ever since I got sick, I'm just gonna be a good wife. I don't know.
Start over again.
Don't check out any guys. The guy with the glasses.
See, look, the guy with the glasses.
I know who he is.
But yeah, and then spent like a week's paycheck on gear. I
haven't bought anything yet. Have you?
No, I really wanted to, but it just honestly, I was just overwhelmed on that Friday. I was just overwhelmed leaving. Maybe I'll find a video where I could show what it looked like from the top of the hill, seeing the bottom of the hill, and how many people you had to walk through. That moment, I was like, all right, I just want to go home.
Yeah. No, I haven't bought any gear either. I feel like I'm waiting to find, like, I want that hat, but I want a specific hat. It has to be what is it? Snapback?
Yeah, snapback. Same frame, but with a snapback. And they don't have it.
They don't have it. So he's like, you have to buy the patch. You have to enter the shirts. I'm waiting.
I bought it all same day. Was it 2 shirts, 2 hats, and then at the stadium I bought World Series baseball and another hat. And I bought the pins too, the set of pins.
I think my mom just bought the LA Times newspaper because you could buy it online and stuff. So I think she bought some of the merch. And if you guys don't know, you could buy LA Times does have the newspaper. They have like a whole booklet of like the whole experience, their whole year, Ohtani stuff.
Oh, they have the newspaper? Mm-hmm. I think I want to get that.
Yeah, you can get that frame too. It looks sick because people, I think they hired actual like artists and stuff, so they do have some artistry on it, and it's the whole vibe.
And then the award season finally started, and so far Shohei and the Dodgers are getting a lot of awards.
Yes,
everything that Shohei's been up for so far, he's won.
And MVP.
This week is the MVP, which he should get unanimously.
What sport is up next?
We're
in the middle of football. Football is
who's looking like they're gonna win the who's headed to the Super Bowl. What's it looking like?
It's tough. It might be.
I think it's like the Lions in the NFC, and then like the Chiefs, Bills, Ravens.
The AFC is stacked. That's where the Raiders play. Like the AFC, Raiders are absolute dog shit. But
so the Raiders aren't gonna make it.
Fuck no.
Raiders
are fighting for a draft pick right now. Okay.
It's okay though. Dodgers won the World Series.
Should be interesting though. I don't know, but right now we're in the middle of football. Basketball just started. We're like a month in with basketball. And yeah, that's really it right now.
Bulls suck too. Soccer is in their playoffs for MLS at least.
Did you guys see that WWE is now going to be a part of Netflix?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think it was, that's been for a minute though.
Monday Night Raw or SmackDown?
Monday Night Raw.
Netflix is signing some good deals, huh?
Yeah, but they got to get their shit together. That buffering was bullshit. That Jake Paul fight and Tyson, that I'm sure you guys did you guys experience?
I got a little bit of buffering, but it was okay.
Nah, we didn't really hit it. Or we actually started watching it towards the end, like right when they were gonna do walkouts. But as soon as Mike Tyson walked out, buffering, and it kept like resetting back to like an earlier
they
time.
said, quote me if I'm wrong, but was it like 60 million people that watched Netflix? Like
60 million people watched the fight or tried to. Words that were trending were...
You said 60 million?
Yeah, 60 million people tried to watch it.
The funny part is that there's this guy, Antonio Brown, who used to play for the Steelers, and he left the Raiders and stuff. He put it on TikTok on his thing, and he was like, this is how you should really watch the fight, because I guess he saw everyone was trending that it was, slow.
Yeah, it was Netflix broken, unwatchable, and buffering words. The hashtags were all trending.
Yeah. Well, Antonio Brown recorded it, or he was watching on TikTok live, and he had 6.6 million viewers.
Wow.
Good for him.
58-year-old Mike Tyson fought 27-year-old Jake Paul. At first, I didn't get it. At first, I was like, why, if you're a legend, would you do that? I don't understand. But then after the fight, I totally got it. I got why he did it.
You're a warrior, and that's what warriors do. They don't know how to ride off into the sunset. You need to keep doing it until you either die in the ring or...
Yeah, but this fight had been in talks for the past, 4 years. I think it was because he had done an exhibition fight 4 years ago. I want to say it was against Roy Jones Jr. or something like that. And he was actually looking good. And I think that's when the idea came, like, hey, maybe he should fight Jake Paul, because Jake Paul was kind of doing everything. But in between, 4 years of waiting, not to mention, 5-6 months ago, he did they were supposed to do the fight originally, 2 months ago or 3 months ago, but he collapsed.
But also, I saw something that said, in the contract, it said Tyson couldn't do, uppercuts or, certain things. The gloves were not as padded. They were smaller. There was a lot, or in order for him to get...
The gloves were bigger to have more padding.
Yeah, so they wouldn't hurt as much. The rounds are shorter. So it's just kind of and then someone said that the 20 mil, he would get it only if he got to 7th or 8th round. Mm-hmm. If he was out in the first 2-3 rounds, he wouldn't get any money. So it's just kind of weird to see all of the rules, but I'm glad that he made it. And somewhere Jake Paul said, which I became a fan of after this fight. Yeah, I wasn't a fan, but after this I became a fan. I feel like he could have gone in on Tyson, and he didn't. And I respect him for that. How
long have you known of Jake Paul?
Know of him? Not really. I've heard he's a YouTuber, he's a troll, or he's so I've heard here and there.
For me, it's hard to be a fan because of the stuff he's done in the past. He hasn't been the greatest. Mm. I think now doing his sports thing, I respect though. It's everyone's been talking shit, but he just made the most money ever.
In a post-fight interview, Paul said he took his foot off the gas in the later rounds. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone who didn't need to be hurt. Mm-hmm. And then knowing that Tyson wouldn't have got his money if he would have got knocked out before the 7th round, and yet he decided, I'm not going to go in.
I got to see that. I got to see with that source, because I feel anyone, any fighter knows, hey, if I get it in the first or the second, yeah, of course, because How imagine if Tyson would have got a lucky shot and knocked him out in the first round and the second round, and I'm not getting paid for winning.
If Tyson would have gotten knocked out before the 7th, we got to look it up.
Yeah, because it just seems like
contract.
But with boxing, it's so hard to tell, because even then, there were clips that are going around that Tyson kind of held back a little bit too.
He did. That's what I'm telling you. That they said that he couldn't
and
uppercut
vice versa.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the fact the gloves were more padded,
they're heavier.
Usually heavyweight fighters use, they said it was 10-ounce gloves, mm-hmm. and they were using 14-ounce gloves. Because there was one where Tyson really did connect really well, and you just tell, they didn't affect him at all. But vice versa, too. There was one where Jake Paul connected really well, and it's just it didn't hurt him because the gloves are so padded.
You could tell Tyson was, his age.
Yeah, he's 58. Come on,
legs
of course,
were moving.
What did people were complaining, what did you expect? A 58-year-old was boxing a 27-year-old. What did you really think was going to happen?
But thank God the fights before were amazing. They were so great. Feel bad for homegirl with the
the
fucked up eye. God damn.
But she did really good.
Amanda Serrano, she got robbed, man.
She got robbed.
Those girls did amazing.
Great fight, and then that's the only thing I hate about boxing is you have some of like these greatest fights ever seen, and the judges just find a way to fuck it up. Like, damn.
Yeah, and
like,
that's
even
been
if you call it a draw, it'd be controversial. But goddamn, to give her the win like that after seeing her get like worked.
Why do you think they gave it to the other girl?
She was a champ, right?
Yeah, she's a champ. I don't know. I'm not going to say
the other one estaba más madreada, and maybe it seemed like
no, because everyone saw that like. You know, it was an accidental headbutt. She got shit open, and then she kept putting her head forward. So, like, what happens is she had braids, and she would get close and rub her braid against the cut and go like that to make it bigger, to open up the gut more. Like, and she knows what she's doing. Hey, it's a sport. It's you're trying to win and trying to win however you can. And if that's how she felt she could have won, then yeah. But like, she was still getting her ass kicked. So I don't know. It's just. And I don't know. Do the judges talk after? Like they should do like a post conference, like a post news conference. Like, hey, this is why we judged it this way. Like,
I personally don't know how these rules work because it is exhibition fights. I don't know if there's count or
no. Those fights counted. The ones
I
before.
know there's count, but I don't know what what division they're in or because every boxing they have different divisions and they all have their own rules.
Yeah, it's tough. It's whatever. And like, it's funny because like I've like seen maybe that girl fight once or twice, and you're just like, whatever. And then, but I was like, those last like that last fight, I was so invested. I was so hurt that she lost. like I've been rooting for her for my whole life. Like it's funny.
But you know what? I think Netflix they're gonna be the future of streaming. I mean, they had that interviewed Jerry Jones about it, and Jerry Jones, I don't know if he slipped up or something, but said, NFL is really excited about what Netflix has coming. And then obviously WWE is doing it. And the thing is that WWE and UFC are both owned by the same people. So don't be surprised if UFC eventually does Netflix or
Let's
somewhere
buy
some sort.
Netflix stock.
Well, Netflix, they're doing 2 Christmas games. And you just texted us yesterday that Beyonce was announced.
They announced Beyonce
as the halftime performer. Beyonce, who's done Super Bowls, is doing a Christmas Day halftime show for Netflix. Like, dropping crazy money. So if you guys see those Netflix premiums jump up, those charges, the subscription charges jump up, you know why?
Yeah.
Because they had to pay Beyonce.
How much is Netflix stock?
It's like, the stock, I was going to say, the subscription right now, the premium one is like $25.99 or something like that. Ridiculous.
But if you think about it, like what's the cheapest? $9? Even if you do $9 and it's a 60 million people that watched it, you think like 45 of those were actual subscriptions, not like copycats or whatever. So that's $450 million on that one fight, you know?
So in April last year, you could have got it for $224 stock, a share. Now it went up to $844. It's at a high right now.
Yeah,
Netflix.
and the thing with Netflix is that they've been doing a lot of random live events, and I think that's just their way of practicing with the live streaming. I mean, they're turning into the new TV.
Yeah.
Because even they did, I forgot, was it, I don't know if it was Dave Chappelle or maybe Kill Tony. It was somebody's comedy special was live too.
And it was Chris Rock's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then they had the Netflix is a joke thing. They had a whole week of live streaming too. So
yeah,
live streaming on Netflix is
Apple's at $229. It's also at a high. If you would have bought Apple May 31st of last year, $182. Right now it's at $229. All stocks are high right now.
They're saying it's a Trump effect.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm just saying, just in case you guys want, Nike's down. Instead of buying your kids Nike shoes, get them some Nike stock. Ooh.
Yeah, try wearing those stocks.
They grow with time. Look, Nike was at $169 in August. They're at $74 right now. It's not bad. Some Nike stock.
Get them some Dogecoin.
If you would have if your dad would have bought you stock in 1992 for $5, today it would be worth $169. So
how dare you, Dad, not buy me stock when you were trying to get your citizenship?
$5.
How dare you?
$5.
You couldn't even buy stock like that back
My
in the day.
dad fucking spent those in a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, but you couldn't buy stocks like that back in the day. It's not like it is now where you can just go on your phone and buy it. Like, you know how hard it was to buy stocks back then? Yeah, it was hard. Like,
you have to like be on the
call,
phone and shit. Yes.
you have to be on the phone calling and be like, hey, buy stocks now. And like, and then it's not only, you can buy it for $5, but then they're charging you $10 for the fee. And like,
no.
It's $100. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever watch Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
I don't know if you should watch it.
No, that one or like the one with Steve Carell?
Well, that makes me feel a lot better. That makes me feel a lot better. You have the ability to buy stock now in your hand. It's not that hard. The other day, I logged into my crypto thing, Juju, a year ago or 2 years ago, made me buy some crypto coin, whatever. And I was like, oh, I didn't even remember I had bought this. Of course, I lost $600 on it, but...
Because you listen to Juju, you listen to me.
Juju, listen to me.
I would have told you.
No.
I would told you to do Doge.
Because it went up. You forgot about it. It went up for Shibu. I think I sold mine and I made like maybe $200 off of it before it crashed. That's on you for not paying attention, homegirl.
Sure.
And Dogecoin. I paid my vacations
for the long
with Dogecoin.
Term. Hey, what's Dogecoin at right now?
I haven't looked.
Check it.
No, I checked.
Take us to eat.
No.
I've been wanting to buy Ethereum. I'm on a hold right now. I haven't gone in because it went back down. It went up and then it went back down. I'm going to buy Isaac a coin of Ethereum.
Let's see.
But I do think it's all going to boom once Trump takes
and then it's going to go back
presidency
down.
originally, like officially.
Dogecoin is at 37 cents. I bought it the year pandemic started. It was 0.0000071 cents, and I bought like I ended up with like 1,000 coins, and then when it went up to like 5 cents, I was like, oh, boop. That's a vacation right there.
Ethereum was at last year this month at $2,000. Last week it went up to 2,500 and now it went back down. We're at 3,158. I think I'm going to wait for it to go to 3,000.
But you got to set the alarm on it. You have that, right? Like you said, okay, once it hits this price, buy. Okay.
Yeah, I think it could still go down. What's the other Bitcoin? No, is it Bitcoin? No.
That's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Litecoin.
Bitcoin's at 90,000.
There's someone at work who they started buying it when it was like at 2,000, and they had a couple coins that they had bought, and I don't know how much they bought since, but like, yeah, they bought it when it was really, really low. So now,
do they still have it?
I'm sure they do. Like, because they play the long game too, but they're really smarter at it than we are, I guess.
Who? Can I be their friend?
You know who it is?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just like it's just legal gambling, really.
right.
So it's really how you feel about it. Like me as a gambler, I'm one of those. I'll bet a little. If I get a good win, I'm good. I'm done.
I'm more of like the long-term gambler. So I learned my lesson over here with the Shiba coins. I'm not a I'm.
But that's what crypto is. Like, I think unless it's besides Bitcoin, like people that are waiting for Dogecoin to hit like $1, hey, you can. But I mean, yeah, as long as it's not affecting you personally, of course, leave it there. But for me, I was like, all right, let me get in and out. And yeah, I could have made more money, but I was happy with the vacation I was able to buy.
Hey, as long as you feel good about it, it's all that matters.
And I'm like, set it and forget it. Like, just leave it there.
But that's also where like you have to like know when to like, all right, let me sell a couple here and just like you got to move around, play with it. Like people that just like that, like I think if you just buy it and don't do nothing, you're like, it's just.
I just feel like the future of the coin, like, yeah, right now it's going up and down, but if you invest in something that you believe in, for example, like he said, Bitcoin or Ethereum or Netflix. I'm not buying Netflix hoping to like double or triple within the next couple of years. I'm buying it knowing that it's the future. And then that's when it's gonna continue to go up and up and up, and then I'll get my return.
Well, it's hard to say though because we're in the digital age right now.
Yeah.
And these things are very short-lived.
Yeah.
You know, like phones were pretty brand new only like 20 years ago, and how many different variations of phones have we been through?
But no, it's not like that. It's like you can't just buy one stock and be like, all right, yeah, cool, I'm just gonna leave this here. It's like, no, it's like you keep looking at the stock and like, on me buy, especially now where you could buy. Oh shit, Brian's calling me. He's like, where are you at, dude? We gotta hire people.
Oh.
You can't be like.
You have to diversify your portfolio.
But like every paycheck, you should be buying a piece of, especially now because back then, again, back in the 90s, early 2000s, you had to buy the whole share. Now with like things like Robinhood, you could buy, let me put $100 on the share right now, and then 100 later, and 100. So it builds up till you have now all of a sudden you have like 5 or 6 shares or something. That's when like it's like it starts paying off and your dividends and stuff. Ugh, I keep biting myself and stuff like that. So it's not something where it is like, yeah, you want to keep it for a long time, but you got to keep investing it, putting money into it.
Yes, for sure.
But cool. So instead of
Christmas gifts, buy stock.
Instead of stockings, get stock. But
I see what you did there.
Tried it.
Merry Christmas. Christmas is tomorrow.
Yes. So I gotta go to work. We gotta go to work.
Bye, friend.
Blown up right now.
Great catching up. Next week is Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
Okay, we're not gonna see you. Bye. We're not coming back.
All right. Gotta go. Bye.
Hopefully. Bye.